y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? It's a beautiful thing. We advise everybody to go to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, the bell button, all that cool stuff they do. Also, we do have a free profit channel. You can go to PIP'Neasy.com and simply hit the button. It's absolutely free. And also, if you want to get some of this apparel, Pimpin' Ain't Easy apparel, get your favorite pair on there, please go to the website. You can get that as well. And shout out to our sponsors over there at Sway Markets. It's the best broker in the game, so make sure you go lock in with them. The link is below on the YouTube as well. And we do have some special people with us today. We're going to get right into it. Welcome to another episode of Pimpin' Ain't Easy. I'm your boy, Mr. P, CEO.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Tosha Lazy. You can follow us on the gram at Hustle and Glow. What's up?
That's a bet. It's a beautiful thing. Let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen real quick because we do have a special guest, man. He's been able to capitalize in this market when he used to trade. He's retired from trading. I had the pleasure of meeting this individual in Miami during the FX Summit. He told me he don't even trade no more, but he dropped some sauce on me anyway. And I do expect him to do the same thing today. He has this EA, we're going to get into that as well, that basically trades for me. He sit back and do what he think his purpose is out here. He's pouring into the people. He's doing a lot for his community, and he's a God-fearing man, and he's also in his bag, family. I can't even lie about it. From what I've known, now don't get me wrong, I ain't sent him a cash out, he don't got my Zelle, but understand that he is definitely having an impact out here, and he's definitely pouring into the community. So without further ado, we do have my boy, Mr. Giovanni, you know what I'm saying, Martinez. What's happening with you, family?
Yo, what's up, bro?
Yes, man. It's a beautiful situation. Let me stop sharing my screen.
Today? We're going to get right into it because we want to know your story. We want to know where you're from and how you got started in this industry.
Awesome. Yeah, so I'm from North Carolina. I'm from a very small city. It's nicknamed the city with one stoplight. So I'm from a very, very small city.
One stoplight?
Yeah, one stoplight.
What's it called?
Very small city.
Okay.
So I ended up getting started in the Forex industry. One day I was walking into my local shopping mall, and I bumped into a guy, and we kind of had an altercation, and the guy wanted to throw hands. Some of you, if you're watching, some of you guys may know, but I've been boxing for about 9 years. It's my favorite sport. So I just told the guy, come to the gym and let's box. So I ended up getting his contact information because obviously we were doing something that day. And months went by, and I ended up seeing him post this Forex thing. You guys all know the blue screens, right? Those famous blue screens. And he was posting about that, and it got to a point where I graduated high school. I was a little confused on what I wanted to do. So I hit up the guy, I put my ego to the side. Keep in mind, at this point, I had some animosity for the guy, right? Imagine having animosity for the guy. You're sitting there, a loser, right? He's sitting there posting Saks Fifth Avenue bags and profits and cash. And I'm like, man, that looks amazing. So I hit him up and I tried it out, and that's how I got introduced to Forex.
That's interesting.
Did you guys ever box?
We never got to actually. I joined his MLM team. We ended up running it up. He was a Chairman 10. I was P5000, and we ended up running it up together. After that, we became cool friends. Now we're not in the same company, or we don't really associate with each other, but we're still really cool.
Okay. That's a crazy story. We hear a lot of these stories, but that one, that's not the top because that's wild. But for you to even be like, you know what, pride aside, I don't really like you, but I see what you're doing and I want to do that too. Shout out to you for that, because it really puts you in a different circumstance. Not even just you, but the people you've helped, your family, everybody. So shout out to you. That's growth right there.
For sure. And that's why I really enjoy trading Forex, because I feel like it's the one thing that can bring us regular people together, in a whole different level. And the possibilities, the upside is amazing. And there's very, very low risk. Like where I come from, I have nothing to lose, and when I was coming into this industry, I told my parents that I was like, I don't have anything to lose. I have everything to gain.
Oh, absolutely.
That's dope.
I respect that. So go ahead.
Could you imagine though? Just meet, that's a cool story. Y'all met during the altercation and you end up running it up with them like that. And for you to make that phone call, family, that takes a lot of humility. That takes a lot to just put your ego aside and reach out and be like, hey man, what are you doing, man? Like, I see you doing all this cool stuff, you know, but for you, just that, to do that, did you have to pray on that, or did you just run the play? Because that takes a lot for to have, you know, as a man for sure, you know, have an ego and knowing that you can beat them up, you know what I'm saying, and to put all that aside to run the play because you've seen the vision, you've seen the bigger thing. Like, was that hard within itself?
Well, at the time, actually, I wasn't connected in the best way to God. I was still figuring out who God was and what God I wanted to follow and the beliefs that I wanted to take on, because growing up, my parents have always taken me to church, but I'm a big believer in you have to do the research yourself, right? Just because somebody guides you somewhere doesn't mean that you don't have to put that work in too. So, you know, I was still finding what I really wanted to follow, honestly, and this Forex journey really led me to follow Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. But yeah, it was hard. It was hard on my ego, but you know, once I picked it up, I'm super glad I did now. I'm very, very grateful.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. So you hit them up, you get started. How was your first 6 months to the year?
Oh man, this is a crazy story. So in high school, I've always been interested in like business and finance. I'm very grateful for my dad. So me and my dad, we ran a business together since I was 11 years old, and we were just reselling used goods at the flea market. And as I was younger, I used to be very, very embarrassed of it because my friends would go to the flea market and they would see me and my dad there. And it was very embarrassing for me as a kid. But nowadays, I'm very, very grateful because it taught me all the skills that I know to really run businesses. Uh, but in high school, I ran a sneaker reselling business. I did it from freshman year all the way up to senior year. In those 4 years, I ended up saving $20,000. And as a high schooler, that's a lot of money. Like $20K to a high schooler is like $200K for us. So I saved $20K. I joined the Forex team and I ended up buying a product from a very well-known Forex company. And I ended up putting my $20K inside the trading account because at this point I was so I was like, okay, this has to be easy. Like everybody's just copy and pasting and you're just putting money into an account and you're getting rich. You're going to Saks Fifth Avenue, right? So I was thinking the same exact thing. I put all my money into it and I fully margined out 1 to 500 leverage, entire account one night. And that led into a very, very depressing phase into my life where it got very, very bad. But I feel like that might be the turning point where I really, really found Jesus, honestly.
You're gonna need Jesus after that. Let me tell you.
For sure.
Hey, bruh. So you mean tell me when you got in, you say 4 years of saving was gone in one day?
One day, man. Yep.
Did you feel rage?
The thing is, the funniest part about it all is I margined out at a retreat. It was my first ever Forex. It was a launch pad, I would say, but it was my first ever like time meeting all these people in person. And we were all having a good time. And somebody said Bitcoin crash. And I'm thinking I was in a Bitcoin sell. So all excited, pull out my phone and I go to check and the trade is closed. So I'm thinking TP. And I check the history and it was like negative 17,500.
So you lost 40,000 basically. Jesus. Hey, listen. Hey, well, we don't have to ask you if pivot ain't an easy moment. Since then though, let's because I'm moving ahead. But what since experiencing that, what's the most money you've made in a day from losing that first time, from going through all that? And how long have you been trading?
3 years.
3 years. Today, 3 years?
No, not today, 3 years. But 3 years,
Well, how
like
many
4
years
days ago.
trading? Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
3 years around 4 days ago.
Okay, so up until the time you lost that 20 plus racks to now, what's the most money you've made in a day?
In one day. I'm not gonna lie, my biggest day hasn't been huge. I'm thinking around the 10 to 15K. Now, for the viewer, I haven't been manually trading. Are we speaking about manually or with EAs? Because I've had a
I'm
very
just talking about.
In
My
general.
whole thing. I was just trying to scale. Like since you lost that 20K, you was able to make that back plus some. Correct?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. So I've had a couple $20,000 days manually and with EAs as well, 20 to 25. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
fire.
that's he's had a couple
Okay.
of
So risk management, okay? Because when you put your 20K in, I know the hype was there. Everybody was like, put it on there, put it on there. Did you start to really take risk management serious at that point?
Oh,
Or
100%.
how did that journey go for you?
100%. It kind of built up an anger inside of me. It kind of built up an anger with just Bitcoin in general. Like I told myself, like, I'm going to get this back through Bitcoin one way or another. So I really studied that pair for the first year of my career. And I really mastered that pair first year of my career. That was the only thing I was trading. And I ended up, making my money back 3 months in.
So you did not let up on your phone at all. You were here, locked in, phone, laptop, focused.
100%. Yeah. So after losing my $20,000, I got into a state of mind where I was just angry at the world. Like I quit my job in anger of me losing all that money, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I was like, nothing really matters anymore. Like I was in that kind of mindset. But yeah, like after that, I fully focused on, the Forex skill set, trading. I was looking for, the best mentors. My primary education came from a trading school located in Dubai. So I ended up running up my rank so I can afford that school. After I ran up my rank, I paid for my schooling, and then I just stopped doing multi-level marketing and I went full on day trading.
How long did it take to make that decision? Like, I need a time frame because you only been doing this about 3 years and 4 days ago, right? So I'm like, you lost 20 bands. You ranked up to P5,000, which is not an easy task because that's about 225 people. If you know, you know, okay? So then from there, you saved your money while doing that. And in doing that, you still have to train people. You're still onboarding people. You're still doing all of that. You're still learning the skill, saving your money, and then left all of that to just focus on you. So can you give me a time frame?
6 months.
This is amazing.
6 months. That everything I just explained happened in 6 months. Hitting P5, leaving trading, like it. Yeah, it happened in 6 months.
6 months? P5 in 6 months?
Yeah, P5 in 6 months.
Oh,
I will say this. I held the rank for only like a week or two, and then I lost it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You hit it. You hit the target. A target a lot of people have not hit.
I still ain't hit
it. But it's all good.
You feel me? That's dope. Definitely. That's beautiful. But so from the beginning of your whole journey, first of all, the fact that it's only been 3 years and in a few days is crazy to me just to think about mentally, especially since you don't even trade no more. You just run the EAs. So how did you get from trading, grinding it out? First, I want to talk about the school in Dubai. So as far as the school in Dubai, how much did that actually run you? And did you have to go to Dubai or was it an online thing?
No, it was a virtual thing. Oh, I do not remember exactly the amount. If I were to guess, I think 6 to 8K, maybe 10. I don't remember the full amount of how much it was. And yeah, it was online. It was an online thing. After I enrolled into that program, I went full like 9 to 5 mode on Forex. And this is something that I tell my friends that they always ask me, like, how can I get to that level? And I just tell them go 9 to 5 in Forex, or else you're going to go 9 to 5 in real life. Right. So I was just thinking to myself, if I don't want to go work at Walmart from 9 to 5, I'm going to grind the charts from 9 to 5. So I was putting in like 8 to 12 hour days every single day when I was in that school. And after like 3 to 4 months of really like putting those kind of hours in, that's when I really started seeing consistency, because it's really, really difficult. Something that it's like a misconception in the Forex industry. The more you learn, it's a little harder to execute, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So for me, early on in my career, I found one strategy. And I named it the 100% strategy. I don't use it anymore, but I train students to use it. This strategy made me my first $10,000 in Forex. And this was just straight flipping. Like, this was no large funds. This was no prop firm, nothing. It was just straight flipping. So I found that strategy, and it was the most simple strategy ever. It was very, very basic. You didn't have to know any technicals. You draw up a fib, and then you take entries, and that was it. So when I actually learn exactly what's going on in the markets, what the orders mean, what is supply and demand, what are the banks thinking, who the composite man is, what are Wyckoffs, and all that kind of thing, so much. It's difficult. It's difficult to really pinpoint what you want to do just because you know so much. And Peter, and I was telling you this on the Miami cruise, like so much, it's kind of difficult to pinpoint because you know everything, and there's a lot going on in the markets.
That is 100% facts. Because the more you're learning, you're like, oh, I want to apply this. I know fibs. I know EMAs. I know the cloud. I know all these different strategies. And then you're hearing from different mentors or different people you follow. Oh, here's my strategy. This is how I got here. Here's my strategy. And you're kind of just following what's shiny at the time. And you just get all of that into your mind. And then you're like, okay, but when do I execute? And that can kind of get you off track too, because now you're thinking about too much. You're doing too much. And that's how you really lose.
Facts.
Or learn more. There we go. Not really lose. It's more of a lesson.
Yeah, definitely a lesson. Okay, so I'm still discombobulated by 3 years and 4 days. This man been traded. He's retired from trading, and now he's using EA, right? He has his own EA. Can you tell us a little bit about how that got started, from your journey from deciding to stop manually trading and go autopilot?
I was very, very anti-manual, because imagine, like I told you guys, I just put in those hours from 9 to 5 for 4 months. And even after that, there was a lot of back testing done. My old trading mentor, like, he forced me to do 1,000 back tests before I could even get a prop firm. And he bought me my first prop firm challenge, but I had to obviously back test 1,000 recorded trades, explain why I was taking them. So all of this work I just put in, and then about 1 year ago, a little over a year ago, I started seeing like automated trading starting to peak, because at the last FX summit, not the one that just passed by in 2023, but in 2022, there was nobody speaking about automation. There was only one guy speaking about automation. This year when we went, everybody was talking about automation. So like, it's almost like the Bitcoin rush. It's going insane now. But when it started peaking interest about a year and a half ago, I was very anti AI trading, because I had worked so hard. I had studied so hard. I had put in so many hours, and I felt like that was all going to go to waste if I started using a robot. So I have a marketing agency. That was something that I started off early on, and a strategy of, I make sales in my marketing agency. I build websites for people, and I fund my trading account with that money. Because remember that I wasn't doing MLM anymore. I was just doing day trading. So I needed a source of like income that was going to come in for sure with no risk. So I ended up building an automation company for a group. I built everything, the websites, the groups, everything, every single thing about this business. I built it. It was basically my business in a sense, but I got paid to build it for them. Right. So anyways, maybe 3-4 months after I built the business for these guys, I go and I check the website and the website analytics, because I had a client. He was like, "Can I see how your prior websites went?" I said, "Okay, cool." So I screen shared my screen, and we were both in shock together. I looked at this website, and in those 4 months, they were up like $150,000. And I was like, all right, maybe I need to start taking this serious. I need to look into what is this EA thing, and why are they selling it so much, right? So I ended up hitting those guys up, and I ended up making them an offer. I wanted to be an owner in the company. I really wanted to learn and grow with this company, and they ended up accepting my offer. And as I was in there, I was learning along with everybody, but I was also a owner, so that way I didn't have to stress myself out. I still had money coming in, but I could learn as well. And after being in that space for a while, after being in that space for about 3 to 4 months, I was like, I have to get involved on a deeper level. So my whole journey from Forex, where I told you guys that I was an MLM and then I went to full day trader, it happened again, where I was a manual trader. I left that alone and I went full into automation. So I had to restart everything once again. And that was one of the hardest decisions in my life because of everything that I was attached to of my prior learning.
You move fast, you work fast, and you learn quickly. You're like, oh, I see this happening. You go into action immediately and make it work for you. That's phenomenal. Because everything you're telling me, I've heard people talk about, and it's been years. And you're saying all of this in a couple of months. So again, shout out to you. Everything you're saying, for you, it might be really simple, but for us and people watching and listening, this is absolutely phenomenal. And I just want to give you your flowers because this is, I don't know what to say. You have me speechless every time you drop the timeline. Like every time you say what you did and you say how long it took you, I'm like, wait, that was it? In that time you learned how to do that and then you launched it again? Like it goes insane. Okay. So now strictly EA, no more manual. How did the programming work? How did you know, or what made you choose a certain strategy here, a certain thing there? Like how did you not, don't give us a program, but how did you code it? Like, you know, like what did you know what I mean? But not give too much, but give, you know.
Oh, for sure. Yep. So I'm not a developer at all. I'm a trader first, but I'm not a developer. There's many people in this industry, and I'm not trying to get messy. There's many people in this industry that claim to be developers and they want to be it all when they're not. I'm a trader, right? I'm a trader. And something that I really want to state for people that are looking into the EA industry is that whatever robot that you're thinking about, in a sense, is already made. For an example, we've all used the Fibonacci, but we did not create the Fibonacci, right? In a sense, it's us versus the markets, right? It's us versus the market. So I understood that very, very early on. So when I hopped into the EA industry, I looked for what was working already. I took what was working already and I took a team of developers. I put my own twist to it, and then I've been using that bot.
Now I'm in your chat, right? I be seeing the wild numbers y'all be posting, right? I attempted to call you a few times, but you know, I'm still in the stage of me just wanting to stay. I have a number in my head, so I haven't hit that number yet, right? So once I hit that number, of course, you know, I want to potentially take it to another level. And who don't want money on autopilot, right? It sounds amazing. And I do know if is it okay if you share? Because I don't mind. I'll definitely post your link. You know, we definitely want to promote what you got going on to the people so they can. But before we do that, do you have an affiliate link for us?
An affiliate link? I can get that set up actually.
Let's do that. We definitely need an affiliate link for Pivot Ain't Easy, and we would definitely promote it to our people because who don't want autopilot money, right? Just wake up and just check your account. That's everybody in our space, you know, because once you get into Forex or trading or just investing and you see these numbers move, you know, $50,000 a year sounds like slavery. You know what I'm saying? Like that sounds like slavery once you get in this space and you slavery, like $50,000. That is great. Like I know, like you just said, I made that in a day. You know, I know I deal with traders. I'm in a lot of communities, so I see these $12,000 days, $20,000 days, even $100,000 weeks. It's just mind blowing, but it expands your mind. So now you can't go back. So for me, you know, I would still trade personally and still have, you know, some EA going. So we definitely want to get an affiliate link for that and let people know what's going on. But as far as your EA, because the what you be posting in the chat is some real numbers. Like it looks really good, and you do it all the time, daily. But what does it cost to get started with something like that? Are we leasing it? Is it something we buy? Like how does that work?
Yeah, so the robot retails at $1,500. We just upgraded the robot and rebranded the entire company. So we're running a special for $850 for the first 50 members. And I'm also going to be working personally with the first 10 members. We just publicly actually launched today. So what you were seeing, that was just like us sending out prior results. But publicly, I just posted a video 3 hours ago, and that was basically the release of our public launch. We already have a couple clients already. But essentially, it's an unlimited license, like an unlimited lifetime that you get the EA. But every 30 days it expires. That way we don't have people selling our product. Because if we catch somebody selling our product, we kick them out the group chat. And since that file expires, whatever they sell to somebody, it won't work past a certain date. But now, shout out forexvps.com, because they've reached out to us, and we're actually going to put our EA on their VPS preloaded, and it'll be piracy free, so we don't have to do the expiration. You know, you just log into your VPS and it's already loaded. And what that is, it's going to make it so much more easier for somebody like you that you've never really dealt with these products. So because I know from the outside, I was there, it's confusing. It sounds confusing, like the robots, VPS, like it all sounds very confusing. So with us bringing this integration where all you have to do, you have to buy a VPS and you log into it and it's set up for you. Just click play. And that's it. It's going to run all day long for you, hands-free. You don't have to move a single finger. And it's bringing in good percentages with very low drawdown. That's a dream. And that's something that, you know, we're bringing into the industry.
Okay. Is there a minimum that they have to put in their account?
If you want to trade live, we recommend 1,000. But honestly, for EAs, the way to go about it is prop firm or heavy funds. And why I say that is because one of the greats in the AI industry, I'm not even going to mention names because I'm not really trying to do that here, but he said it at a conference one time that in the automated industry, how early we are right now, you don't want to stress the robots out. It's early development. You want to make it so they're gaining small numbers on big accounts, if that makes sense, because it's very, very early. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very early. It's too risky to put your $500 because yes, it can flip, but it can, the same percentage that it can flip, the same percentage that it can fail. Rather, if you go with the prop firm account and you only make 1% on $100,000, for us normal people, $1,000 is a lot of money. Where I come from, $1,000 is it's so much money, right? So we recommend taking the prop firm route or getting access to heavy funds. Now, there's a strategy for, let's say, somebody that doesn't want to go prop firm route. They want to get heavy funds. They don't have heavy funds and they want to get access to it. So this is what I tell my students. I say, hook up your bot to a demo, connect it to my FX, but get 6 months of track record and pitch it to an investor. Boom, you got 100,000 live funds.
Okay. So you recommend hooking it up to a prop and then running that. And it's less six. So, you know, you can get into a challenge for, you know, a few $100 here and there, give or take, maybe $500-600. So I see what you're saying. And then let that run the small percentages on the high equity. Yeah. That's what's up. Okay. But we definitely need a link to the affiliate link so we can start promoting that as well. For
Almost
sure,
definitely.
man. That's what you say, sis?
Oh, I said, yeah, most definitely. Because, you know, when you start trading, you'll hear a lot of people, oh, I want to learn. But you'll also hear a lot of people say, can I just give you the money for it? You know, or can you just trade for me? Or can you just do it? Because a lot of people don't want to put in the time to learn something new. They don't want that. They just want to put money in and they want to see their money grow. 100%. And so the foreign exchange market is just another way that they can do that. The stock market has different accounts you can set up. Now we have this, which is really, really, really cool.
And it's just the beginning. This is something that I feel like everybody should just touch up on a little bit because it's going to be huge in the next 5 to 10 years. Like AI in general is going to be crazy big. And we're coming into a generation of people that want things fast. They don't want to learn. They don't want to put in the time. Why is TikTok getting so big? Because it's short form, instant dopamine, right? And that's what people want. They want instant dopamine. Nobody's trying to sit there and learn anymore. They're just not. You have to be different to be in these Forex markets. You just have to be different.
Yeah. So in this 3 years though, like in these 3 years, what's the biggest challenges you came across from start to finish? I mean, first of all, kudos to you for being where you are in that amount of time. That's amazing. Like that's not even a whole high school career. You know what I mean? So what is the biggest challenge you faced in that span of time?
The biggest challenge I face, it would have to be going back to zero after having it. And I really never humbled down because I didn't have somebody that had more experience and that was as smart as I am. Not tooting my own horn, but it's hard to learn from people that aren't at the intelligence level. You know what I'm saying? That there's that people that are teaching are supposed to be at. So I didn't humble down until I met my now mentor, Lewis Neal, right? So at 6 months into my career, 6 or 7 months into my career, I had made a good amount of money from my rank, but also my trading. I was trading live on my 100% strategy. And I ended up securing some partnerships too with like other Forex companies. So long story short, I ran up 6 figures in those 6 months. Ran up 6 figures. I got very, very big headed and I went and bought my dream car. After buying my car, I was left with $2,000 in my bank account. From 6 figures, I was left with $2,000 in my bank account. Obviously, I had my dream car. I didn't realize that I was going to be left with $2,000, right? So it was tough going back up because at this point, like the car marketability is good. Don't get me wrong. I did make good money from it, but you're not going to make all your money back, right? Or else, everybody would instantly get a Lamborghini.
Right.
So that was one of the hardest points. The Bitcoin crash in the beginning was one of the hardest points as well. But I just think it's the toughest point is having this lifestyle and having to come right back down is, I think, the hardest point in anybody's trading career, honestly, because with the volatility of the Forex market, money comes in fast, but it can, also leave fast.
Yeah. So what car was that?
That was my Jaguar.
Okay. How much did it cost?
70. It was 70 grand, but I spent money on other stuff that I shouldn't have.
Right. You came up 6 figures.
You was blowing a bag.
You blew the bag.
A little bit.
You had fun. You said, "Oh my gosh, I made it in." Well, you said you made that in 6 months, right? You said I made that in 6 months. Let me get myself something nice, because I can do it again, which you did. I'm assuming.
I did.
Time and time again.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, shout out to blowing 600,000. Like, let's just go ahead and just shout out to that. Like, first of all, I can't wait until I can blow 600 racks now on what I choose to blow it on. Right? That's a good feeling to just be able to, especially coming from where you're coming from. Like I'm from the slums too, brother. Like I'm from like hard times. I wouldn't just say slums or hood or whatever the case may be, but just rough times. Like I appreciate. Like I've been to where I've had no hot water, I've had no electricity. So to come from that and get to a point where I'm like I can get whatever I want at this point. That's a good feeling. And you, hey man, you did it. Who cares? But I understand that's a point where you like, oh man, that was a little rough point. You know what I'm saying? I made some bad decisions. And I know you wouldn't do it all over again. You probably make a couple of different changes, but that's still an accomplishment, regardless of what you spent it on. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
For sure.
That's something I also tell people that, I talk to that ask me for advice all the time is that it's going to happen. If you come from a low income background, you get some money, you're going to spend it. Why wouldn't you? Right. So it's going to happen. You got to get that out of your system fast. You have to get it out because it's not a good thing. Nowadays, I live way below my means. Again, I met Lewis Neal. I had a conversation with him. He really changed my mindset. But anyways, I had a conversation with him and we were just, talking about the future. And I said, man, I really want a Lambo by the end of the year. Like, I'm excited. Like, that's going to be my goal. And he was like, what you need a Lambo for, man? Like, buy some assets, right? And then he started like talking to me about trucks, about real estate, about a lot of these other businesses that, later down the road, I actually got to partner up with him. And, now I have some businesses with my mentor. So.
You're on mute, sis. That's dope.
I know. I love that so much.
Yeah.
It's to have good people in your corner. Like, yes, you could blow the bag, but for what? That is not the end goal. The end goal is not only for you to be wealthy, but the people who come after you as well. You're setting up a foundation for absolute success.
You got kids?
And it's not just about, getting it now. I mean, you can, but why when you can wait and then get 4 or 5 and then rent them out and then have real estate here and have the real estate pay for this and have that business pay for this, make your money truly, really work for you. Because everything, all the materialistic, it's going to come. Oh, that's easy.
100%.
You got kids?
I do not have no kids, no.
Are you in a relationship?
I am, yes.
Oh, okay, ladies, sorry, he's taken. I'm sorry. He is taken. What's up? That's what's up. But you want, of course, right? That's something you want in the future?
Do I want kids? 100%. Yes, 100%.
Okay.
I want
Wait, but
kids.
how old?
I turn 21 next week.
Oh my God. Why did I know that? Why I was like, this man is about to be like 19 or 20. What the heck? But he did say he was coming right out of high school.
Yeah. 21. You can't even buy alcohol yet, Gio.
I can't even buy alcohol, and me and my mentor are owning a lounge together. It's crazy. Tennessee.
You own land in Tennessee?
Me and my mentor are opening up a lounge out there in Tennessee.
Oh, that's
It's
dope.
going to be called Crave. We're working on it now.
Wow. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
You said next week?
Next Wednesday, yep.
Oh, wow. And your network goes crazy. Your businesses are going crazy. How does it feel?
You get to the point where you become numb, honestly. Like the lifestyle that you would think somebody that has been through everything that I've been through and made the money I've made is way different in real life than what it is on social media. When people meet me in person, because on social media, like we have to act a certain way, and those are the highlights of our life. But when you meet people like in real life, you start getting to know the real them, right? For example, I had somebody that I was mentoring, and I flew him in to live with me last year, and I mentored him. He came up 6 figures. That's another story. But when I met him like in person, like after we were together for 30 days, it was like, bro, you are nothing like I thought you were online, right? He didn't know I followed God. He didn't know a lot of things about me, a lot of things that I enjoyed. For example, like I prefer being at my parents' house than going out to the club with friends, kind of thing. Like that's the kind of guy I am. But yeah, it's just really like it gets numb to a point. Like there's certain things that I care about more than, buying a brand, even though I have a chain on, but like buying a brand new chain, right? Or buying anything flashy. It's just different levels of priorities. I've already had my fun.
Exactly. Let me see your watch, Gio. Why you talking about your watch about now? Let me see your watch. Go ahead, put it on the screen. Okay. And you say we ain't gonna get into that. But see, ain't nothing wrong with spoiling yourself once you reach a level of success. So, people like nice things. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like me, I like nice stuff. I'm not the person to go trick off and do a lot of things with my money. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I do like nice things. I love to do nice things. I love to kick it with genuine people. And I seen that in you when I first, because I had the opportunity to meet you in person first. And then we met on social media. So it was different. I already felt your energy, man. I felt your vibes. You good person, good, kind-hearted person, man. And the energy was just dope. You was chill. We was on the yacht. We had 3 yachts on the ocean, right? And me and Gio were in there just chilling. And he said, man, I really just want to go home to my girl. I said, you know what? Me too, man. I want to go home to my family. This is cool. But after so long, you like, yeah, man, I just want to go chill. And I felt that. I felt a mutual feeling, at the same time, or at least when I get off this boat, I would like my people to be wherever I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So I feel you. But I'm a little older than you. So at your age, I don't know if I would have felt like that.
Nah, yeah, I'm very quiet in person. I don't
You
really
said a little?
talk much.
What you say, sis?
I said you
A
said
little.
a little.
That's a whole nother episode. Don't do me like that. I was a little woozy. Hey, but that's my story. We talking about Gio right now. Don't get on me.
Gio, that's absolutely fantastic. You are a different breed.
I appreciate
for
that.
sure. And for all the viewers, man, y'all make sure y'all give him a follow. Below, we'll definitely tag him below. So follow him on social media platforms. He definitely has some value. And if you want that affiliate link and you want to get locked in with this EA, definitely tap in with us. We're going to hook that up as well. But Gio, I don't know if you know this, but sis, you ready?
It's time for bars. Okay. So Gio, it's a traditional pimpin' ain't easy, okay? It's time for bars. My brother right here is gonna drop a beat, and what we need is some bars from you. Okay?
Oh,
It don't
nah.
gotta be too long, but just incorporate some of the trading terms or whatever you feel. We just want to hear
some EA terms.
some
Oh,
EA
man.
automatic AI.
Yeah. Let me key it up. Let me key it up. Hold on.
Let you key up the beat real quick. Don't be nervous. Everybody does it.
I've never ever done this before, so I don't think
That's
it'll go
perfect.
good.
Get you out your comfort zone a little bit.
A little bit.
Another one. We got Gio in the building. He's gonna drop some bars for us, baby.
Let's go. We can't hear that. No.
Say less.
It's okay.
I'm over here vibing and stuff.
I know. I'm gonna vibe with you.
I'm over here like, no, we can't hear it, brother. We can't hear it.
I was waiting.
Y'all hear it now?
No.
No, I can't hear anything.
Over here just vibing? Hold on.
Yeah, I was just doing my imaginary, vibe. I don't hear it though.
I'm over here in it.
You over there having your own concert.
What? You have no idea, sis. I'm over here like, what? Let me pull it up. So Gio, give me
a gym for any traders coming in.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for, a gym. You took it out of my mouth, sis. Thank you.
I got you.
A gem for any new trader, very simple. Just learn on YouTube. Like you can learn on YouTube. Everything is on YouTube. Now, I will say this, it's very important to find people to guide you, but as far as like a lot of things that everything everybody sells, even what I sell, it's free online in a sense, right? Everything is free online, but obviously it's important to find the right people to guide you. But use YouTube. Like YouTube and Google are such a huge cheat code that I feel like isn't used as much as it should.
I like that.
Okay.
Utilize your resources. YouTube University, okay?
Facts. Do you have a YouTube, Gio?
Yep. My YouTube's the same as my Instagram, Trade WJEO.
Go ahead and like, follow, subscribe, give him an ad on all platforms because this man is only 20 years old and has accomplished so much in a short span within this industry. And shoot, we're learning from him. You can too. Go ahead and take your notes. Go back and run it back. Take your notes and apply it. You got the beat.
Got you right now.
Well, thank you for sharing your story. This was a different story. We've heard a lot of stories. This one, I'm telling you, that's different. And you started from straight out of high school.
Yeah, straight out of high school.
Did you get people that you went to school with trading too?
Yeah, like when we did the MLM stuff, that's why I hit P5000 so fast because number one, everybody knows about my bag with my shoes, and everybody kind of looked at me for financial advice. So, once I started promoting that, it was fast.
It was game over.
Yeah, like in 30 days I hit P2000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They were like, he knows what he's talking about. I'm gonna go with you. Did your family start trading?
No, it was difficult with my family. I'm not gonna lie. Like at the beginning, they didn't really understand it. Especially like me being Hispanic, that was a
Yeah.
whole nother ball game too. Trying to
Okay.
convince my parents, but I mean now it's much different now.
But in the beginning, they were probably like, "What are you doing?
Yeah, yeah. In the
Why are you
beginning,
always on your phone, your laptop? You quit your job. What's going on?" Right?
yeah, in the beginning, I was looked at as crazy and lazy. Yep.
Oh, absolutely. What made them change their mind, or how did you show them what it was really about?
Mom got into a car accident where she didn't have full coverage, and we lost the car, and stressing about how, they were going to get to work and whatnot, and the money that I was saving up to recuperate that 20K that I had from the shoes. Like I
Yeah.
had made that 20K back, and I bought my mom a car with that. And I feel like that really established the trust system once again with my parents. And after that, full support.
Oh, wow. So, Gio, you just been coming in clutch your whole life.
A little bit.
I see you. You just been coming in clutch your whole life. That is huge. I know they were proud after that. Like, oh my goodness, I was not expecting that. But okay, do your Forex thing. I don't understand it completely, but I support it.
Nah, for
That's
sure.
dope. Did they try to learn?
No, but like I said, me and my dad have always been like doing business together. So after all of that happened, like I really wanted to find a way for me and my dad to get into like higher level business. Like the flea market stuff was cool, but that wasn't making no real money. So me and my dad own a car dealership together now.
You own a full on car dealership.
Yeah.
Like it says like Geo.
uh Elevation Empire Cars, which is Elevation Empire is my trading brand. That's where it started from. But yeah, it's mine.
In North Carolina?
Yep, in Greenville, North Carolina.
Greensboro?
Greenville.
Oh, I used to live in Greensboro.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, so if you need a car, you're out there, go ahead and hit them up too. You're like a one-stop shop. What do you need? He got it for you, okay? I love that. Congratulations to all your success at such a young age. So the next 5 years, what do you have planned?
Next 5 years, I want to buy a farm, and not, I'm sorry, not a farm, buy a ranch, grow my own food and whatnot, and build houses for my whole family, and just kind of like disappear from the internet and live life in real life for a little bit. And then raise my kids, and after that it's just about my kids. I want to get to the point where I'm so wealthy I don't have to worry about me no more, and I can just focus on my kids. Big family, man. My dad instilled those values in me.
Wow, I love that. Jeez Louise, you are awesome.
That's an understatement. And he's
That
only
is an understatement.
21. That's how you thinking. That mindset is unheard of at 20. Like you're 20, going on 21. Like you've been thinking like this for the past few years of your life. Like that is amazing, brother. Like kudos to you, man. Shout out to your mentor too, man. Definitely to shift that mindset. Because if you don't know, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? If
100%.
no one knows teach you, you never learn. So, being around the right people and having a good, circle or just someone to pour into you, then you take the information and pour it to somebody else. It's just a beautiful each one teach one situation. Yeah, that's dope.
I like that. Each
Can y'all
one.
hear this beat?
Yeah, each one teach one for sure.
Can y'all hear this?
Nah.
This is
I see it, but I don't hear it.
huh?
Ooh, you grooving. Nah.
This is hard. It's loud over here. Like I can barely hear myself. Y'all can hear this.
No.
No. Maybe you have to share your sound. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Let me share my sound. Let me share my sound. Let me share my audio. Share my audio. I'm sharing am I still sharing my screen? No, huh?
Yeah, I still see your screen.
You do?
Yep. I see you on
Okay.
YouTube.
Let me share my audio.
Man, y'all got me all nervous over here, man.
No, don't be nervous. At this point, we're family, okay? No need to be nervous.
You guys one day are gonna hit millions of subscribers and millions of people are gonna view this video and they're gonna see me rapping. It's crazy.
And they're gonna be like, yo, he's the GOAT, okay? You cannot hear that story and be like, but he don't got bars though. Like, you're a hater, you know? Like, at that point, they're haters. You make too much to care. They don't deserve that.
Zoom doesn't want me to rap.
No, it doesn't. Nah, it doesn't. Do you go back to your high school and teach them or talk to them?
I try to go show love. Today I actually went back and visited my old soccer team, but I try to show love as much as I can. I just don't, I'm not always around because like when you have access to somebody so much, it becomes less valuable. So when I do come around, they appreciate it a lot.
There you go. I hear it. Oh, that is so true. When you start feeling like you have access to them all the time, it becomes more so invaluable and they don't, see the importance or
100%.
They don't put no respect on it as much.
100%.
Ooh, I hear something. A little louder.
Yes.
There you go, Gio.
Oh, it's just me by myself?
Absolutely. It's your bars.
Oh, I thought you were going to throw me a bar.
Oh, no. It's not my turn. It's yours.
All right, you guys are next. Let's get it. Yo, listen up. I got a story to tell about Forex EA, where traders excel. Automated trading. It's the future we see. Trading the markets. Making profits so free. All right, that's all I got for you guys. Your turn.
Hey, let's go. I'll take it.
I love it. Your bars are great. We don't rap though.
No, I definitely don't.
That's all for you. No, you did amazing. That was fire.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for spending time with us, sharing your story. I know you still have more stories to tell and more people to help, and we're just happy that you were able to share this hour with us and let us into your life and be super transparent about your journey and the success that you've grown in such a small amount of time. I cannot say it enough and I cannot stress it enough how phenomenal it is to hear it and as phenomenal it is for you to tell it to us. So thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. And this is about to be one for the books for sure.
Yeah, I just want to ask you to do me a favor, brother. Now, I know I'm going to see you in life in the future, but we want to come back, man, and let's do another, let's say sometime, same time, 2024. Let's see where you at. See, come back and do a follow-up and just touch on a few things and see how the EA is going, see what's going on with your life. See if you got kids at that point. Do you got a number, like as far as the age that you want to start having kids? Because you're still young, baby boy.
I want to get married first. So that's first. I want to get married, I don't know, next year, following year. I'm not sure, but I want to get married first. I want to create my babies on my honeymoon. I don't know if that's a little too personal or not, but yeah, in 2024, next in my career, the thing I want to conquer is YouTube. Like that's my main focus now. Everything else, like I'm putting to the side for now. And I really want to conquer YouTube. So God willing, 2024, when we redo this podcast, I'll be a full-time YouTuber.
What? The way you work, sir, by the 2 months, you'll be a full-time YouTuber. 2-3 months.
By 21, he'll be a full-time YouTuber.
By 21, you're a full-time YouTuber with 1 million subscribers, okay?
You feel me?
The way you move is different.
It's different. And well, you guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you give Gio a follow. We definitely appreciate you. But as you know, pimping ain't easy.
But somebody got to do it. And it might as well be us, baby.
Us, baby.
Let's go.
Go.
We
Make sure
come
you hit
on
that
here
like,
and we
subscribe
interview people with amazing and successful stories. So go ahead and like, subscribe, follow our YouTube channels, and just hear about the success from these young, successful, powerful people in this industry. And we out.
Absolutely. We'll catch you next time, family. Peace.
Thank you so
Thank you, Gio.
much.
For sure. Thank you guys.